Morning. My room has been in complete shambles this past week, and it's because I've just been sewing nonstop and not taking the time to clean my room. So today I decided I'm gonna do another project. So the bags that I'm gonna be making today is the Sora bag, and I wanted to make matching ones for my sisters and I for our trip. So I got some fabrics from Fabricland, and I'm gonna show you what I got. So the first fabric I got was this almost like plushy feel fabric, and I believe the original Sora bag, the one in the pattern picture, has a similar fabric. And then I got a matching lining for it. This is just broadcloth, by the way. And then I got this ivory, and it's very structured. Like, I think it's gonna hold the shape of the bag perfectly. And then I got the matching lining with it. And for my last piece, I got a dark gray fabric with a matching black lining. So all the pieces of the pattern are cut, so I'm gonna go ahead and cut the fabric.
All of the fabrics I'm using are upholstery fabric, and I'm super excited to use these because I love all the colors and options my sisters and I picked out. Initially, I was going to buy a regular corduroy fabric, which was around $15 per meter, but luckily I had a chat with another lady in line getting fabrics cut, and she suggested I try making bags with upholstery fabric. Plus, the rolls for upholstery fabric are quite long, and I got all these fabrics under $8, which I think was a steal. I'm so glad I had that conversation with the lady in line. I just love going to the fabric store. The pattern I'm following is called the Sora bag, and I love it. It's gigantic, and I think this will be the perfect size for when I go to the airport or even go shopping on my trip. I started by sewing the outer bag by sewing the corners of each side, then combining both back and front pieces together. This pattern is simple to follow, and because I'm using stiff fabric, it was so easy to put everything together.
Oh my gosh, I realized I forgot to press record, but I just finished stitching the outer edge of the bag.
Next, I put the facing pieces together. By the way, I used fusible interfacing for all the outer pieces.
Also, look how prepared I am. I have 2 extra bobbins lined up for me.
And here I'm aligning both the facing and outer bag together, good sides facing, and sewing along the top edges of the bag. Once the top edges were sewn, I went ahead and cut small slits along the edge, making sure not to cut through the stitch line. I also top stitched the inner seam towards the facing of the bag. This way the facing stays in place and has a cleaner finish. After I stitched the handle, I trimmed the edges and flipped it inside out, then attached it to the bag. Then I got started on the inner bag zipper. Not gonna lie, when I started this, I was a bit nervous because I hate sewing zippers, but I was pleasantly surprised at how clean my zipper execution turned out, even though I made a lot of mistakes at first.
Just when I thought I was finished sewing in the zipper, I realized I sewed the backing to the zipper. So now it's not even a pocket, it's like a full pocket. I need to go touch some grass.
Finally, I combined the lining to the bag, added the magnetic snaps, and turned everything inside out from the lining.
Do you like my bags?
I love how all 3 bags turned out, and even though this bag does run large, I'm super excited to use this for travel, but I don't really see myself using this on a daily basis. However, I do think I'm going to try scaling down the bag to make it a smaller sling bag for everyday use.
If you stayed till the end of this video, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!